Yo, what's happening, y'all? It's your man Valentine, baby. Coming to you from on the grind. Man, Van City weather, man. I can't do it. I can't give it to y'all outside today. Raining hard, yo. Hey, it happens though, man. But it's about to go down like this here because home edition style, we inside. And it is Friday. Yo, man. I know yesterday I came at y'all with a little something and gave y'all the one drop rule. And I figured I'd come back with it today and give y'all a little more on it because the fact that they got the one drop rule and truly about labeling people, labeling individuals. And I didn't give y'all any numbers yesterday, but I'm gonna give you the numbers today because I felt I had to give y'all that little something so y'all understand. And then we're gonna debunk that one drop rule as well. You feel what I'm saying? So, I mean, they the numbers. I think they go with. I think they said 1/32, 1/18, and 1/8. And if you are of African descent, I guess Indian descent, because it also means Native Indians as well. So if you have that amount of percentage, you are deemed to be black or Native Indian. So, I mean, yo, 1/32 and a percentage of 1/18 and 1/8. Some awful small percentage, man. But that's what it is. And the fact that they were to put in they even had percentages is mind-boggling. You know what I mean? Unbelievable. So, man, I truly don't even know where to go with that. Because I know if I'm back in that 1800s and 1700s with this nonsense going on, I don't know if I would truly be one of those cats who are getting beaten every day, man, because there'd be no way I could stand for none of this stuff. And I would hope that anybody who's watching this is the same as me, because it's just like, it's ridiculous to put labels and numbers and these crazy, absurd numbers on people to say that you are black because of this and this. Man, we having trouble today. People don't understand what it is to be black. You know what I mean? And how hard it is to be black with all this, the hardship and being dehumanized by governments and people and all these other things. And, with just the sheer fact of stupid racism going on. You know what I mean? And black folks, man, I give it to y'all, man, because I don't know if we could be here without y'all. You feel what I'm saying? And because I know I'd be fighting like Rosa Parks, Harriet Tubman, Martin Luther King, John Lewis, Malcolm X, and even Huey Newton. You know what I mean? Because it is so unbelievably crazy that people cannot understand that you cannot treat people this way. You know what I mean? And the racial equality, the racial injustice, the institutionalized racism, man, people, we need to get a grip, man, because this stuff is ridiculous. And if we have to, these things I'm telling y'all, and this is stuff that was going on. just unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. And then the the fact that then you have Jim Crow, these Jim Crow laws as well. And Jim Crow laws, I don't know, man. I don't know. I truly don't know. I mean, I don't know. Somehow I think we have Jim Crow laws today because it just stops the enforcement. It enforces the segregation of black people from getting jobs. You know what I mean? Because this is basically what it did. It enforced segregation, and people were fighting for segregation, man. And the fact that white folks made this law so that you can separate or segregate black people from the socioeconomic things where they can get where they had political and economic couldn't get where they oh man, I'm even stumped because it just irritates me in my head is why I'm having a problem. Because when they come up with laws that stop you from making the political and economic gains, it's a problem. And I think this irritates me because I think that it is happening today. Because I know that in my job, the fact that I can't move up in my job because of the color of my skin, or people think that I'm not smart enough to be able to be a programmer or something, you know what I mean? Or a coordinator. That's just a joke for me. I'm educated, but yet I'm still being institutionalized and dehumanized by being left out. You know what I mean? And this is just, it's unbelievable to me why this is still happening in 2020. And this is why you don't see so many black, in sports, where you don't see that many black head coaches. You know what I mean? Or black owners. Because somehow it doesn't, I don't know if we just haven't made that kind of money because of certain things. You know what I mean? And because, wow. Yeah, man, I don't know. In football, they got a Rooney rule where you have to give black people, black head coaches, a certain chance to get a job as a head coach or a GM or something. But yet it still hasn't happened. Somehow, the white owners have somehow been able to bypass the Rooney rule. You know what I mean? And it's crazy. So Jim Crow laws are still in effect, it seems like, because they're truly stopping the political and economic gains of the black people, and also segregating the black people. And this is why the systemic racism and the police brutality and the oppression of black people and indigenous people are still happening. I mean, man, it's unbelievable to me. I keep saying, anytime I come on here, why is it so hard for white folks to understand that black people are being treated unfairly? And I remember yesterday I said something about how there was white people who were trying to pass as black people. I don't understand why you would want to pass as a black person when you see the racial discrimination and the systemic racism and the police brutality and the institutionalized racism that's going on with black people. So if you're trying to pass as a black person, I don't get it. But understanding why black people tried to pass themselves off as white is because of this Jim Crow and one drop rule. People, we need to get it together, man. This is, it's been since the early 1860s or whatever this thing has been going on. But you know what? It's 2020. And I still believe that Jim Crow laws and the one drop rule still exists. And somehow I know that, like I said, I want to be back on the TV screen one day. But I'm letting you know that, man, it's not very, it's hard. Because you submit your program, but I don't believe that anybody they've looked at my program since I submitted it, because I got no callbacks, no emails, no nothing. So I don't know what it is. Hey, I know you probably got lots of people sending in stuff. And so maybe that's the key. But I'll chalk it up to that. You know what I mean? But hey, I don't know, man. Like I said, man, yeah, it's an irritating thing, bro. And people, you know what? The sheer fact is that y'all gotta understand that there is a difference in the way people are treated, and the way that basketball, the MLB, the soccer, football in Europe, football in North America, everybody who's doing something about racial injustice, social reform, education reform, police reform, and just what they're doing right now for the racial inequality, and for everyone. This is why this is happening. So you need to look at this and say, yes, you know what? Being black is not a crime, but they are treated differently. You know what I mean? So we need to start treating them equally and fairly. And that's all we want. And this is why the Black Lives Matter movement is happening. So we need to get rid of Jim Crow laws. We need to get rid of the one drop rule, because I still think it still exists. You know what I mean? And for you closet racists who are still thinking that racism doesn't exist, or systemic racism is not happening, you need to step out the closet and look around and see the movement that's happening right now. That's all I can say to you. Because this is just unbelievable, man. It is hard every single day to be a black man or a black woman or indigenous person. And you know what? It sucks. It truly does. To be always having to defend your skin color, man. And I mean, these people have died for the skin color. And this is what is happening. You know what I mean? Let's make this movement last. And again, we hope that change is coming. You feel what I'm saying? People, understand that there's a pandemic going on, and we want y'all to be safe. So make sure when you go out, do not forget to pack your mask or wear your mask. You know what I mean? This does not just affect you. It affects everybody around you. And it saves lives. It saves your lives, your mama lives, your daddy lives, all your family lives. You know what I mean? So make sure you do the right thing and wear the mask and sanitize, social distance. This is how you stay safe. You feel me? Yo, I'm your man Valentine, baby. If you think it's your time to shine, you need to get on the grind with your man Valentine.